lump sum return. So he says, I want to start an SIP of 50,000 rupees to generate a corpus of 5 crore rupees in the next 10 years. Do I need to change my investment amount to achieve the goal? Interesting question. 50,000 rupees SIP, but the goal is a corpus of 5 crores in the next 10 years. Can you recommend a few schemes? So it's a very specific goal. And, Deepak Manhas seems to want to time it to their 50th birthday and have that 5 crore rupee corpus by then, because they're currently aged 39. What would be your advice, Anant?
Very interesting perspective of putting out the question. I really appreciate the way you linked it to his 50th birthday.
Yeah.
He has two options.
We all want to retire by that point. That's why. Maybe I'm projecting a little, but no, go ahead. Yeah.
Looking at his goal, he need 2,15,000 of SIP, or he has to increase his time horizon to 20 years. Here I am taking an average expectations of 12% CAGR. I know that I am being conservative, but I feel it's always good to be conservative, because if you target for 12%, you are getting 15%, you'll always be happy and there'll be no dissatisfaction in your investment cycle. Versus if you target for 19%, 20%, and eventually you see a time where you get maybe 7-8% or below FD returns, probably you are more likely to make some bigger mistakes. So keeping 12% CAGR as an expected rate of return, 2.15 lakh is the SIP he need to do, or he need to increase his time horizon to 20 years. Looking at the portfolio which he want to make, probably he can select one index fund, one multi-cap and a small cap fund. Plus, he can keep some corpus in equity saving or BAF-like funds, so that whenever market give any opportunity, he can pump in some money and has some liquidity in his hand.
So would you say that this entire 50,000 rupee corpus should then just be in equity mutual funds, or look at other options as well? And what you're asking of him, Anand, to increase 50,000 rupees to 2 lakhs is a huge jump. It's a huge ask.
So we need to either reduce the target which we are targeting, or we need to increase the time horizon, or we need to increase the SIP. If you ask me to increase the rate of return, that is something which I won't suggest. So you can change any of the other variable and you will be able to reach to your target, except the rate of return which you are targeting. And complete 50,000, I am assuming, looking at his question, that this is the corpus which he want to invest in mutual funds and equity mutual funds particularly, and for debt funds and probably for debt or maybe gold, he has proper portfolio in place. So I have made that assumption. Plus, I said that some amount should go to equity saving fund or maybe BAF, so that he has some liquidity in his hand for bad times.